Sequence control requires devices that humans operate, like switches, devices that show the machine status, like lamps and buzzers, devices that detect the machine status, like limit switches and proximity switches, and devices that actuate the machine, like motors and solenoid valves. We can achieve sequence control when we integrate these devices into the operation of a machine. Next, let me explain sequence control using an electrical schematic diagram. In this electrical schematic diagram example, power supply, push-button switch, light, and relay are wired. When the power is turned on, electricity will run through route B, and the blue light will turn on. If we push the push button, current will flow through the coil of the relay, which is an electromatic that then pulls the relay contact down. When the relay contact is pulled down, electricity will run through route A, and the red light will turn on. To understand the electrical schematic diagram, I should explain about the different types of contacts. The role of contact is to turn a relay or switch on and off. The basic contacts are called normally open contacts and normally closed contacts. Normally open contact is, as its name implies, a contact that is open in its default position. When actuated, the contact will close and electricity will flow. If I make the analogy of normally open contact to a push button, a spring normally keeps the contact in open position and electricity will not flow. When the push button is pressed, the contact will close and electricity will flow. When the button is released, the contact is open again. Normally closed contact, conversely, is a contact that is closed in its default position. When actuated, the contact will open and no electricity will flow. If I make the analogy of normally closed contact to a push button, a spring normally keeps the contact in closed position and electricity will flow. When the push button is pressed, the contact will open and no electricity will flow. When the button is released, the contact is closed again. Now about relays. A relay is a device that pulls a movable contact using an internal electromagnet to open or close the contact. A normally open contact relay is the same as a push button that is open by default. In a normally closed contact relay, the fixed contact is on the other side. It operates exactly opposite of normally open. So, what is the role of the relay? It can turn a large current on or off with only a small current. Additionally, it is suitable for opening and closing AC circuits, like the power connection of a motor. And when sending signals over a long distance, the relay is necessary because high current is required. The devices introduced here are just examples. You'll discover that many other kinds of devices exist for different system requirements of sequence control.